in some weird way, parang nagtataguan din kayo ng strategy, no? And speaking of draft, actually, nagsistart na yung draft natin dito. So, BRE will be the first to ban and Tiny. Yun nga, malakas din to sa position 4 ng Eagles, which is si Hero. Always is, parang his go-to pick if ever hindi nga siya nababan. And mga staple bans din dito, Batrider and Magnus.
Pero kung hindi ibaba ng Eagles, itong Snapfire maging open siya dito sa game. So yung mga available pa na picks na nakikita natin sa first phase, nandiyan yung Vengeful Spirit, nandiyan nga si Snapfire. Hindi pa tayo sure kung ibaban. We still have Clockwork. Itong Void, meron pa pala for this game.
5 seconds remaining.
Sobrang kasi, like, yung BRE Pro, na-mention mo kanina rin, nagsistick sila sa first, sa first phase nila, support agad yung kukunin nila. Or dalawang supports for the first and second pick. So they might, or would they want to switch things up dito? Yun nga, naban yung Snapfire, pero kasi pwede sila mag-priority pick eh. They can go for picks like Void, Mirana. Kasi like, si Hero dito, still very effective with that Mirana din, di ba? Like we saw earlier, 100% win rate nga yun. So, BRE Pro might want to take the opportunity to snatch that kasi may ilang Mirana players din sila dito sa side nila.
Pero kasi kapag kumuha agad sila ng Mirana, may Void pa. Pero eto na nga, Earth Spirit!
Oh.
So, wakas. Nakita ko na yung Earth Spirit. I'm assuming na gagamitin nga ito ni Ligaya for this game. Pero with the Earth Spirit pick, syempre, nandyan pa nga si Faces Void, nandyan pa si Vengeful Spirit. And if you don't pick Faces Void ng first pick dito para sa Eagles, etong BRE Pro, pwede na nila yung kuhanin ng second pick.
That's true. Yun din, so parang like, interesting talaga to. We really want to see kung paano mag-draft yung BRE Pro up against the Eagles. Kasi yung Eagles, sementado na yung playstyle nila. Early on, hindi natin nakakatch as audience, hindi natin, and siguro hindi din nakakatch on yung ibang teams dito sa The Nationals. Pero, given now, ayun na, since hindi na ban sa first phase yung Vengeful Spirit na to, and sobrang lakas na hero ng Vengeful Spirit eh. BKB piercing, disable. So tumatago sa BKB yung magic immunity yung swap niya, di ba? May dalawang charges pa siya. So that positioning, and of course, yung vengeance aura niya. So steady, constant supply of stats, damage para sa allies niya. And Drow Ranger actually picked up by BRE Pro here.
Drow Ranger. Pwede rin na deny pick na rin to for them. And dahil nga kinuha na nila yung Drow Ranger, and at least nakakita rin tayo ng pagbabago sa kanilang draft. Pero yan, Mars pick. Yan, hindi rin, pag mga ganito kasi, yung mga heroes na hindi nababan. And nakikita natin si Mars, pinipick talaga siya against sa Drow Ranger, or minsan yung Drow pinipick kay Mars. Kasi parehas lang din naman sila merong kill potential sa isa't isa sa lane. Depende na lang din kung ano yung magiging kasama ng Mars. And with the Mars, di ba, kapag meron siyang malakas na +1 na position 4, pwede talaga nilang patayin dito yung Drow Ranger. Isang arena of blood lang, hindi rin naman makakalis yung Drow Ranger. So, mas pinapadali nga nila equation para sa kanila. Meron pa silang Vengeful Spirit for the swap.
Yun nga, that's I think all completely correct, no? Because like yung Drow Ranger and Mars, same sila ng power spikes, although and yun nga, parang si Mars din kasi, like to add, later into the game, he can tank for his team with Bulwark eh. So if yung Drow, she's hitting other heroes or other players na nagpo-position in a team fight, Mars can just turn on his E and 70% ng mga attack na niya, nare-redirect towards Mars. So si Mars yung magtatangke nun and reduce pa dahil sa passive niya.
So maganda rin yung ban na ginawa dito ng BRE Pro. So tinanggal na nila yung Spectre pati yung Phoenix. So with the Spectre, any hero na kaya mag-close ng gap, with the Drow Ranger, delikado yun. So ayan, we have Spectre, maybe we can even see a Phantom Lancer pick for Eagles. Marami pang available na hero dito. We can always go for the Void, diba? And Wind Ranger ban nga lang for the Eagles. So hindi pa rin kayo sila sure kung talagang hero ba ni Ligaya to Earth Spirit. Iban pa rin natin yung kasama sa mga naging best heroes niya or madalas yung ginagamit dito sa ating tournament, tinanggal rin nila yung Wind Ranger.
That's true, no? And yun nga, yung Spectre ban, yung Phoenix ban, to add na din, sobrang ganda din because during that Arena of Blood, having a haunt ready or having the arena to actually protect the egg din, is a super good combo din para sa Mars dito. So, very very short cooldown yung Arena of Blood, no? So, anytime na gusto ng Eagles na mag-create ng engagement or mag-take ng objective, that Arena of Blood might always be up. And so, worrying lang din if may kasama siyang ibang spell to combo up with it, especially when it's other than AoE teamfight ability.
Tsaka mahihirapan rin kasi sila kapag meron ng Phoenix. Kasi kahit ka makalapit din yung Drow Ranger, meron kasing swap out na pwedeng gawin yung Vengeful Spirit, so hindi siya sure na talagang makuha niya yung Supernova na egg. And for the for the Vengeful Spirit, maganda magkasama rin talaga itong dalawa, yung Vengeful Spirit pati yung Mars, kasi at least hindi lagi na sa Arena of Blood ka mag-set up. Pwedeng iswap mo muna saka ka mag-Arena of Blood. So PA ban for BRE Pro, and for the Eagles, sinanggal naman nila dito yung buff.
Actually, Drow Ranger at 8 picks, 100% win rate na siya dito sa The National. So, will BRE Pro keep the streak alive? No?
Imba Spirit.
Okay,
puro...
ito yung isang gap closer na sinasabi mo rin. Ember Spirit is able to close out mga gaps din. Pero yun nga, he has 2 silences to be worried of here. Yung Earth Spirit silence plus yung Gust. And now there's also a root from the Crystal Maiden.
And ito yung kasama ito sa mga kinakatakutan natin ng draft dati, lalo na pagdating sa pubs, di ba? Yung CM plus Earth Spirit na support. Kasi yung Earth Spirit and the Crystal Maiden, kahit sila lang dalawa, kaya nila pumatay ng hero. And yung Drow Ranger naman kasi, kung magiging stable naman yung lane niya, dun sa kanya magiging lane, pwede naman kasi makagalaw ng maayos ito Earth Spirit and Crystal Maiden. So pag nagkokonta sila ng mga runes, pwede sila kumuha ng kills na mas makakapag-boost rin ng magiging farm ng kanilang mid lane.
That's true. Also, reliability and super good control to sa kung sino mang ilalagay sa mid lane ng Eagles, no? Because like, you have so many disables sa dalawang support mo. And yung mid lane mo, as kahit with like additional disable or additional nuke lang, kaya niya mag-burst down anyone who's out of position or the mid lane who's out of position every time na mag-rotate dito yung Earth Spirit, and if ma-allow, mag-rotate din yung Crystal Maiden.
Medyo tagayan nga lang sila sa pick dito for the Eagles. Pwede kumuha na sila ng carry, or pwede naman kumuha muna sila ng kanilang position 4 dito. Mirana is still available na kasama nga sa kanilang 100% na win rate, pero they went for the bristleback pick. So possible na ilagay nila yan sa carry, pwede rin nalang ilagay sa offlane, or yung bars, pwede naman i-adjust na sa 4. Pero ang nakikita ko dito sa bristleback, kumuha sila ng hero na kaya rin lumaban talaga ng early to mid game phase sa Drow Ranger.
That's true, and siguro as a way na lang din na pagtanggal ng possible offlaner din sa BRE Pro, no? So they decide to take it for themselves. Kasi like, in the laning stage with the Crystal Maiden passive, plus lagi nagsaspam yung bristleback, of course, it's going to be a hard time kung sino mailalagay nyo sa safe lane nyo if you're Eagles. So siguro, it's also a pick that they decided to snatch from BRE Pro. Pero we've yet to see kung ano mang response ng BRE Pro dito sa bristleback.
Pero kung sa bristleback naman, meron na silang damage output na pwedeng ibigay sa kanya. Pero with the burst damage, medyo wala pa. And for the Earth Spirit, mukhang magiging trabaho niya dito. Siya talaga yung magbibuild ng vessel for the team, and vessel is good against bristleback. Diba? Para meron kang way na mapatay agad siya, and okay rin siya against sa Mars. So, kailangan maging mayaman yung Earth Spirit. Kailangan hindi siya masyado mamatay sa mga rotations. Pero with the Viper pick, kahit hindi mo na makapag-vessel daw, meron naman daw silang Viper.
The Viper strike into that Nether Toxin, creating yung AoE para ma-disable yung passive mid bristleback. So, very nice counter pick. Pero yun, I don't think this warrant kind of lane swap coming from Eagles or E-Pro. Kasi nga, nagkakong online yung Viper much later na eh. Once he has yung ultimate niya, yung Viper Strike, and also yung Nether Toxin at a few levels up already. During these rotations and during mga engagements, siya na yung bahala kay Brisa na fight, making him siguro a non-factor if possible. So positioning is also very big here for Eagles. No?
And with the bans naman ng Eagles, tinanggal na nila yung mga tanky frontliners natin or yung mga tanky offliners natin. Tinanggal nila yung Timbersaw and yung Tide. For Eagles naman, tinanggal nila yung Arc Warden kasi ayaw mo na Draw Ranger ka. Tapos merong
10
hero sa kabila na
seconds
pwedeng kapag hindi naging masyadong successful lahat ng gagawin yung early to mid game,
5
merong
seconds
silang late
remaining.
game na secure. Tsaka kapag nakapag Arc Warden sila, kung tutuusin, walang masyadong magka-contest sa kanya pagdating sa farm. And yung Invoker nga yan, isa sa mga notable heroes talaga ni Sai for this tournament. So, tinanggal na rin nila.
Yeah. Another thing na din siguro sa Arc Warden din, it's very hard to push against the
Dire
bubble.
team.
And you don't have one. You have 2 magnetic fields. So, yun, parang it's going to be very hard to push as Draw Ranger or even to try to engage as a Viper. And now, yung staple pick din for BRE Pro actually, yung offlane Slardar nila.
And maganda yung Slardar dito mas
10
nag-open
seconds
up pa to ng other opportunities for BRE Pro na malakas na nga sila in
5
terms of
seconds
getting
remaining.
kills. Mas pinalakas pa sila dahil pwede sila tumuloy ng objective. So, yung Eagles, kailangan nila maging maingat na hindi sila mamatayan ng mga heroes. Kasi pag nangyari yon, hindi lang towers yung pwedeng kuhanin sa kanila na BRE Pro. Pwede pa silang mag-early Roshan na nakakadagdag ba ng tapang, nakakaput rin ng pressure sa inyong team kasi mahirap na lumaban against an Aegis carrier na lalo na kapag early into the game pa lang.
Yeah, that's completely true. And yung last pick dito ng
Now
Eagles,
select your
it's actually
heroes.
going to be Nature's Prophet. So siguro this is more or less the first time ba nakakita tayo ng Nature's Prophet sa the Nationals?
I think so. Hindi pa sa mga nakast ko sa mga nakast ko, wala pa akong nakikita na Nature's Prophet na pick. Pero the Nature's Prophet kasi na pick, lalo na kapag nalagay mo yan sa carry. So, pwede naman, yung mga hero na pwede mong iwanan lang Iwanan mo na lang sa kanyang lane. Pero we have an off-lane Bristleback nga and 4 na Ember Spirit, mid lane na Mars. So, mas nalagay na lang nila yung Mars sa middle lane. So, kapag Mars sa middle lane, kadalasan niya lang na ginagawa, nagpapalevel nga lang siya ng maaga. And kapag nasa mid lane ka, madali mo lang makukuha yung iyong level 6. And mas kaya niya kasi yung lane against sa Viper kaysa sa ang itatapat mo ng Ember Spirit. Medyo lost lane yun kapag ganun yung nangyari.
That's true.
And kapag naman dito sa lineup nila, kailangan lang talaga masabayan nila yung early potential na gagawin sa kanila ng BRE Pro. And with the Nature's Prophet pick, kahit pa paano, they have an answer. Kasi yung Nature's Prophet na pick, meron siya global presence, pwede niya puntahan, pinapressure up the towers dito ng BRE Pro.
That's true. Siguro yung Nature's Prophet na position 1, kanyang gumawa ng space para sa sarili niya He can TP into anywhere na pwede niyang kunin ng space or pwede niyang gawa ng space. If my objective na walang nagde-defender right after siguro an engagement, a team fight, pwede siyang mag-TP anywhere instantly. Well, hindi naman instantly as long as off cooldown naman. Pero yun nga, he can take that space, he can create more space for his team. And also, yung isang use din ng trends niya or yung call of nature niya is vision din. It's something na kailangan din talaga nila against heroes like Earth Spirit, Slardar. So, to prevent engagements na ayaw din nilang i-take, no? So, this is it. BRE Pro versus Laos Auto Group Playbook Esports. And this is game 1 ng 2-game series natin ngayon for the Nationals Dota 2 Season 2.
Good luck. Sabi ni Hero.
Yep. So yun nga, this tournament is actually under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. So big shout out to Gab, our dear friends at Gab, for making it possible. So actually we'll go through a quick introduction here. As on the side of BRE Pro, we have Hizelia on the Slardar, Kat on the Crystal Maiden, Jaina on the Viper, Jill on Drow, Ligaya on that Earth Spirit.
For Eagles naman, we have TNV for the Vengeful Spirit Prince sa kanyang Nature's Prophet Sai, sa kanyang Mars Hero, sa kanyang Ember Spirit and Rupido. Para sa kanyang Bristleback, halos same lang nang gagawin dito itong dalawang teams. Kukuha lang sila ng mga potential na kills and parehas lang din sila na talagang malakas kumuha ng objectives dito or ng towers
30
or kahit
seconds
ng
to battle.
kagaya nga ng Grosjean. Pero mas mabilis nga lang yun for BRE Pro. For the kill potential naman, halos lahat lang din sila, merong kill potential sa isa't isa kapag merong naka-position na isang hero, lalo na dito sa top lane. Mukhang iko-contest sila yung bounty route, pero I don't think na iko-contest pa yan ng Nature's Prophet kasi wala siya nakikita na masyadong hero sa baba.
I think grabe yung ano dito ng
The battle
Pro, yung top
begins.
lane nila. It's going to be so difficult kasi like so much single target sa Crystal Maiden, yung roll in ng Earth Spirit. And then later on, once they get levels, kaya na nila mag-control din in an area, no? Along with the Slardar. So, it could get very messy here if mag-overstep yung Eagles dito sa ating top lane. But makikita
Prepare for a
natin,
lesson.
moving down already na yung Crystal Maiden. Mid lane naman, Sai on the Mars. Yun nga, pinag-usapan natin kanina na it would be good to see Sai on a different hero. Kasi naman like, mga comfort heroes niya lagi. So Mars is going to be one of those heroes. Very interesting tignan sa mid lane.
Sobrang gira na kasi talaga natin makikita sa kanya ng kakaiba ng hero eh. Doon sa mga past na series nila, lagi na lang para-parehas. Pero nagagawa naman niya yung trabaho niya. And sa pagkakakilala natin kay Sai, lalo na dito sa ating tournament na to, maganda rin talaga siya sa mapa. So I don't think he will have any problem using the Mars sa kanyang mid lane. Grabe mag-connect kasi Sai eh. Lalo na kapag nakukuha niya yung hit or yung kailangan niya na pick item or pick level, talagang gumagalaw siya sa mapa.
Pero yung ano ko dito rin, no, it's like yung effectiveness ng Ember Spirit 4 siguro. Kasi like, usually makikita natin na may hard disable ka if you decide to run a 4. Like, of course, mobile naman sa Ember Spirit, pero masyadong mahaba yung mga cooldowns niya. May mana problem din siya early on. Eh, parang he's a bit on the greedy side as position 4, no? Pero yun nga, I've seen Hero play it in pubs before. Feel mo, gagana din kaya talaga tong ano.
Pwede naman,
position
pero
4.
pwede rin siyang ma-first blood. Kailangan niya umalis. Yung pag-position 4 naman kasi na Ember Spirit, ang kinagandahan sa kanya, meron kang hero na pwede talagang mag-turn into a core. Hindi tayo sure kung magiging ang labas niya ba position 3 or position 2. Na nakikita na natin to lagi sa feed. Diba? Kumukuha sila ng position 4 na pwedeng mag-form and meron rin namang enough na lockdown, lalo na with the Ember Spirit. And yung maganda kasi dito sa Ember Spirit na pick, kailangan kasi nila ng pang-stop na aggression ng BRE Pro. Kailangan nila ng mabilis na pang-clear ng wave. Yun nga lang, sa early phase ng laro, mahihirapan talaga yung Ember Spirit dito. And sa team ko, sa ngayon, yung si Hero medyo madedelay siguro siya sa level. Pero Julie, naabol nila dito, malayo yung CM pero TP out lang, wala nang pag-cancel.
That's correct. So, sensing na malayo yung support sa kanya, Eagles do decide to go, pero yun, very nice read from Jill with the TP out.
And siguro, they can reward yung vision ng Eagles sa baba kasi nga nakita nila na sobrang bilis nung naging rotation ng Eagles eh. Nung nakita nila na lumayo si Kat.
But you know, this is actually very aggressive. Just to prevent that pull, they instead stand in front of it. And then, alam din naman nila na yung isang Crystal Maiden, wala masyadong
Radiant's
magawa. And
courier
those
has
courier
been
snipes na
killed.
we're talking about, Jill's courier already does go down. And Hero with that snipe.
Yung trabaho na lang din talaga dito ni Hero kung tutuusin. Pagdating ng medyo mid-game, tagahuli na lang siya ng Draw Ranger. Siya yung isa sa mga unang magka-close ng gap dun eh. Kung mahuhuli niya with the chains, di ba? Pwede makapag-follow up na maganda rin itong Eagle. Lalo na meron silang Nature's Prophet. Mid-lane nga lang, first rotation coming from Hero.
Alright. So, very nice. EMV actually securing that one. So, siguro, early boots niya and ligaya at the same time. Noticing na wala si TMV dun sa top lane, they decide to go on Prince. So, that's a valuable kill din on the position 1 of the Eagles.
Maganda yung ginawa nila doon. And si Ligaya naman yan, kailangan niya lang mag-regen ng kaunti ng buhay. Pero Prince, TPing, papunta lang ulit sa top lane para ma-secure ulit yung kanyang farm. So si TMV, ito yung sinabi natin na naging adjustment si TMV. Kasi nga, madalas nakikita natin siya talagang stay lane lang. Pero with this, lalo na nung last, ang una ko nakita siya nag-rotate nun, kalaban nila yung Signal Ultra. Lalo na yung Signal Ultra, nakilala natin sila na malakas talaga sila in terms of aggressiveness, early to mid-game potential, at kailangan talaga yun gawin ni TMV. And ngayon, makikita pa rin natin na ginagawa niya, pero naging kapalit nga lang, napatay ulit si Prince. Same lang no first time nila na ginawa yan. Namatay naman si Prince sa bottom lane.
Yes.
Ang hero niya nun, Terror Blade eh.
Yeah, it's very often makikita mo na as soon as parang mag-make ka ng adjustments or you're getting used to this certain kind of playstyle, mapapunish talaga yung adjustment mo.
Oo.
Even though it's not a major mistake, as long as you're doing something wrong, hindi mo na-communicate ng maayos, or hindi naman like something completely wrong, pero something minor na pwedeng mag-capitalize yung kalaban mo, gagawin talaga nila yun. It's a game about punishing mistakes kasi. BRE Pro did just that, moving position 1 dun sa top lane.
So si Sai nga lang dito, meron na siyang double damage na bottle. And malapit na rin siya mag-level 6, pwedeng mag-hold on to the double damage rune muna siya. And kung niya rin, or ipadala niya muna yung kanyang boots before sila kumuha ulit ng potential kill.
Si Hero dito just being very annoying. Ginugulo niya lang yung pull ni Kat. So, yun nga, he doesn't want to see the entire wave go away. So, ginugulo niya dun. And also, baka may maabutan din siyang courier. Yun, and now Kat being gone on by Rupido. Rupido, nagkatahang mag-die, but the Gus keeps them away, and they do spot out the courier. Will they actually greed for it? And they do. Nakuha ni Rupido, so that's 2 couriers down. 5 minutes into the game, and the first bounty rune's about to spawn, and he in quite a bit of a pickle here. Nag-try siyang mag-nosh pick, pero hindi na kaya. Ligaya chasing down. There's that nice roll in. Jaya naman, I think we got the last hit, and yes. Those are, I think, the corrosion skins. Sai activates yung double damage dito. Will he try to go? And actually, ititipid na si Prince, so the position 1 Emperor is here waiting. And
hindi
the
tumama.
Spear misses the even with the Sprout, pero it doesn't matter. They'll make up for it. They get the kill on Jaina and Sai and Prince. Are they gonna look for more? They call it a chop. So si Hero dito sa mid lane, hindi taking experience for a while. Super important din siya, since for Ember Spirit, no? Pero yun, nice use of the double damage rule. You do trade the life of your position 5, and you actually Spear of Mars, God's Rebuke into that arena of blood, and now Ligaya goes down. So,
Yan lang talaga, no? Kapag kalaban mo yung Mars, kahit na yung Mars kasi talaga, kulang talaga, or bitin talaga yung mana niya. Dahil maliit lang yung mana pool niya. Pero kung usapan lang na paggamit na ultimate, basta meron talaga arena of blood, hindi kasi nakakapangkinayang na gamitin dahil nga mabilis lang yung cooldown.
That's true. So kahit like isang kill lang, it's actually pretty worth it to use. Kasi like, ang bilis na ng cooldown, makikita natin, already less than a minute down on it. And Jill getting gone on here. The beauty of position 1 Nature's Prophet as he TPs down to the bottom lane. TMP, however, will go down first, but they do take down Jill. Rupi din naman, trying to weave in and out of these fights, but Hero is already here. There's 3 people from the side of the Eagles here, taking down Brent Eagle, and the Gaia goes down. In fact, there's 4! As Silence is Spear of Mars, and the God Tribute. Double kill for position 1. There's not much punishment on the top lane, but it looks like this bottom lane tier 1 for Brent Eagle, it's about to go down.
Eto na nga, nagsisimula na sila, di ba? Kahit kahit yung BRE Pro, kahit yung Eagles, kapag nakakuha sila ng kill, lalo na malapit sa tower, pwede talaga nila i-take yung objective na yun. Kinry na lang doon nilaban ni Jill dahil nga alam niya na makamatay na siya. Kakumuha na lang siya ng return kill, pero maliban doon. Wala nang maganda na i-duel yun for BRE Pro. And dahil nga masyadong maaga, 7 minutes sa basagan, agad kayo ng tier 1 tower sa bottom lane, kailangan mag-adjust ang inyong carry. So, kailangan niya humanap ng other lanes sa pwedeng pag-farm.
Ito din yung other thing na annoying din about that vengeful spirit pick rin, no? Kasi like yung illusion niya, even if you take her down in a fight, you have to take her down again because yung illusion niya, because of yung passive niya. Sobrang annoying to deal with, nag-boost pa rin ng damage and can also provide their own damage in terms of like mga physical hits din.
Saka annoying kasi hindi kagaya ng pag minanadrain mo matatanggal agad yung illusion niya. Ano siya, kailangan mo i-right click, kailangan mo talaga patayin yung illusion piece mo. Time consuming, yun yung tamang term.
Yun. And I think sobrang good start dito for both cores ng Eagles, no? Because like, alam nila na Prince doesn't need to be in this top lane anymore. He can just roam around the map, pick the enemy jungle for now. Parang mababawasan din talaga ng space dito, yung Drow Ranger ng Brent Eagle. So Jill is always going to be playing from the back foot. Yung nga, nakikita natin, kaka-level 6 niya lang, and in the same lane with Slardar, pero it's hard to make an engagement happen dito now that bristleback na yung katapat nila.
And it limits the rotations of your supports. Kasi nga, lalo na isa kang Drow Ranger, kailangan mo talaga ng item, pero mamaya na yan, with sa magandang Venus, lalo naman kay Jaina, hindi na siya makakatakas dito.
Grabe. So, the instant na nag-break yung smoke, it's very unfortunate na yung position 2 nila palakad pabalik sa mid. So, very nice pick up there. Nung nag-break yung smoke ni Sai, he decides to walk up. Yun nga, and he does catch someone. He just turns out, oh, he catches another one! He catches the Crystal Raven here, and Sai taking the hit from the tier 2, but he doesn't care. Gets the last hit with a gun from Duke anyway. Cat will go down. So, 2 for 1 off of a nice smoke play from LPE, or 2 for 1 nga ba talaga? Or actually, will they actually get TMB? No. They decided to call him a shot. The gust is there. In and out lang siguro yung play dito ni Guy. It's not of the role, I think. Yung Bill getting gone on. Wave of terror. The magic missile is there. The shot is there. Rupido is there to with a hit. The nasal boom. Meanwhile, the guy here on the back foot of Zelia is there. There's a nice engagement on the hero, but there's no slithering cross committed yet. Although, Microso base, and look at that damage! That's weaker than Ember. Is the position for not a lot of farm, not a lot of levels with Zelia. Sets up a nice skill onto hero there. So something na kailangan din nila.
TMV, kaso magti-TP out na lang, nag-crossbite ka na eh. Abot pa ba yung cancel by Ligaya? Hindi na.
Radiant's
So ayun,
top tower
doon
is
lang sa
under
top
attack.
lane, no, meron lang tayo nakita na masyadong marami na miscommunications, lalo na doon sa Drow Ranger, nakita natin na ang expectation niya na itutulak ni Ligaya papunta sa may taas. Pero yung nangyari, natulak niya paghilid or palayo, kaya napahabol pa din yung Drow Ranger and hindi nila alam kung papatayin ba nila yung Vengeful Spirit dahil doon sa time na ilaan nila doon yung kanilang hindi nga sila makapag-decision ng maayos. Nagkaroon niya ng effect dun sa Eagles, nakahabol pa sila, nakapag-initiate pa sila lalo dun sa naging team fight na yun.
Gabi, makita na natin yung plays coming from LP, you know, they're really making use of this Ember Spirit and Vengeful. And every time na off cooldown din yung Arena of Blood, they decide to go. Nakita nila dito na nag-up yung smoke ng Hero. TMB still have to smoke up. Meanwhile, nag-pick nila sa top. Sai with that Arena of Blood after the third month. That's not connect. Pero Hezelia here, going to take some damage. Hero is also there the back. The roll will miss. And Ligaya left with no escape here. Will he get chased down by Hero and TMB? Actually pushing forward Rupido and Sai as well, chasing Jill. This is a high priority kill if they ever need one. Now Hero still chasing Ligaya. Roll available, I think, in a few. Catalysts go down up in the north, but meanwhile, Jill and Ligaya still trying to make a break for it. There's 5 people here on the Eagles. Oh no, Ligaya rose to the wrong side of town and Hero does get a nice kill. Return kill, I think, onto TMB. Oh, actually, the guy is not down yet. Turn on himself. The magnetize is still going on. Rupido, will he actually die for this? But no, Ligaya just responds. There's a nice TP. Spirit of Mars to disengage. And I think they're able to take tier 1 actually. Because Prince is focused on objectives and Zelia is still chasing. I don't know if they want it. The guy is also still in the area. The fight of this and the team phase. Let's connect. Rolling Boulder away though. After the spouts are really good. I don't think they want to engage on the top. Was it into that was cancelled? Sai still deciding to push out in this top lane. I think siguro they're looking to really take objectives now. Kasi alam nilang wala pang masyadong magagawa yung Drow. Limited na yung space ng Drow.
Tsaka wala pa siyang positioning na item na sobrang mahalaga dito sa Drow, lalo na sa game na to. Dahil kailangan niya yung fight man lang niya or kahit na mag-force of the first item man siya to disengage, lalo na ang dami nga pwede mag-close ng gap sa kanya with Eagles and Hero. Huli siya dito
Whoop. Did he time that right though? But now Arena of Blood does come out here. More connect onto Hezelia and this Mardar. God Rebuke to actually finish the job. And really very effective with the bounty rune pickups. The double damage rune pickups. So far, Ligaya getting faced down. Sai just being very annoying. Waiting for a stealing tank and he does get it. Hero, nice play there. Does spear him into that little wall. Does he actually get the kill with a nice pushback? Oh, very aggressive, straightforward, and then back, but doesn't do enough damage to get the kill on Ligaya there.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ito nga lang talaga yung gagawin ng Eagles sa ngayon. Dahil nga nakuha na nila yung mga kailangan nilang kuhanin na kills, lumabang na rin sila sa mga nangyari na team fights. Ito na yung time para i-contest mo yung pwede pag-farman talaga ng Drow Ranger. So lahat ng pwede nilang pag-farman dito, lalo na sa triangle, kailangan meron na siguro dyan 2 or 1 or 2 heroes na magsistay doon. Tapos pressure lang ng pressure dun sa tier 2 tower. And for the other teammates naman ng Eagles, they have to find something else. They have to find a kill, they have to find other towers. Kasi hindi mo rin pwede na porket andun ka lang sa may triangle, hayaan mo na makapag-farm. Etong Drow Ranger ka, kailangan niya mag-disengage.
Nagpa-pump fake doon.
Radiant's
He
top
doesn't get to
tower is
blink
under
away.
attack.
No extra hero damage on him. Jill might be able to land the Ghost and the multi-shot. Will it actually come out? Yeah, there's a roll forward. He's a bit short though, but the Sai actually gets pushed back in. No, he doesn't get thrown instead. The Magnetised even gets committed and they secure a kill onto the position 2
Radiant's
of
middle tower
LP
is under
Eagles.
Ito nga lang yung kailangan hindi mo overlook rin ng Eagles. Yung BRE Pro, malakas talaga silang magkakasama.
Radiant's middle
Kayang-kaya
tower
nilang
is
kumuha
falling.
ng kill kahit sino pa doon sa 5 heroes sila. Pero yung naging exchange kasi nun, kahit napatay nila yung Mars, another tier 1 tower mawawala for BRE Pro.
Yeah, it's like everything na favorable na nangyayari sa side ng BRE Pro. The Eagles always have something to come back with kasi yun nga, they're already controlling most of the map, they're already controlling most of the space dito ni Jill. And so, parang they can just trade resources if ever.
Ayaw na alisan to. Free farm na kasi siya eh, no? Makakapag-free farm na talaga siya dun sa taas, yung Bristleback, and walang way yung BRE Pro na patayin siya, maliban na lang kung magkakasama sila.
And alam nila to, they TP in Hezelia to try and siguro scare off the rest of LPE. And I'm not sure actually if may Blink Dagger na ba dito si Hezelia to make the engagements a lot easier, pero it seems like wala
Si
pa.
Sai, meron na. Yung Mars ba, meron na.
Very nice arena there. Trapping out the doctor. Actually, trapping out 3. And he's focusing down Ligaya. Ligaya doesn't have a role in 7 seconds. Sai out of mana though. Ligaya now chasing for TMD. And Rupido in a bit of trouble. Let's swap out to disengage. Make sure that Rupido does not get silenced. However, TMD does pick up his life. Sai there. Nice spear onto that cliff. Hero with a nice slide of fist. No spearing change there yet though. But he does commit it onto the Chow. Now Jill in a bit of trouble. There's a nice mech there from Gyno though. But it does bring down the position 5. Cat is now down and out. Another slide of change searing fist, but no follow-up. Sai out of mana after that good fight. And now this might look like a tier 2 para sa Eagles dito.
Yun nga lang, hindi maganda lagi for BRE Pro. Kasi nga, kagaya ng sinabi mo, yung exchange nga lagi na nakukuha nila, lagi lamang yung Eagles TP out.
Oh, pero sa Prince dito nahuli. There's a nice silence canceling that teleportation with close as well. And actually, they do get the kill on Prince, so they have it on Jaina as well. So she's a bit closer to her greens, if ever. So that would make engagements easier. Pero yun nga, every objective that's present on their map is getting contested by the Eagles now. This only gives them, I think, around 30 seconds of play siguro para having major pocket and actually Hezaya now taking in the Figure Crush is available, but what a magic missile. He's just getting kited here. Hezaya, however, is inside. Nice silence. The Magnetize actually only connects onto TMD. Oh, they're chasing different targets. This big style disaster.
PBL
Inside
talaga.
of BRE Pro. The Blink is there though, but he's tanky enough to survive. May Vanguard siya. And he just TPs out.
Siya yung magiging next item niya kasi siya na yung mag-halberd eh. Dahil yung damage output rin naman talaga ng BRE Pro, magagaling rin naman sa right clicks na pwedeng ibigay, lalong-lalo na ng kanilang Draw Ranger. And yun, nagpapahirap ka sa kanila dito kasi kailangan talaga nila magkakasama eh. Hindi pwede na mayroong isang hero na nagpa-farm mag-isa kasi mabilis lang pumatay itong Eagles. And kung usapan lang din naman na vision, kaya nga i-provide ng kanilang wait lang.
Oh. Beautiful combo there, Sleight of Fist, sealing change into the spear, pero alam nila na may backup.
And pwedeng i-provide kasi yung nutrients eh, ng Nature's Prophet.
Grabe din dito. So actually, BRE Pro getting pressured on their side of the map. Kahit na hindi gaano ka-successful yung smoke play dito from LPE, it does create that feeling of fear sa side ng BRE Pro. Matatakot talaga silang i-clear yung sariling jungle nila, knowing na si Hero pwede lang mag-Sight of Fist, searing chains to initiate, and then may follow-up na Spear of Mars if ever. So nakakatakot din talaga. And actually, they might go for something on Ligaya here.
Inuubos talaga nila yung mga farm.
And they do assume talaga yung war. There's no blind spot there, no fog of war. It does get taken down. May Orchid pa din, and Hero is also there, as well as Prince. And actually, Cat trying for the body block dito, pero hindi kaya. So Sai will just take the warrior instead. Cat will still go down and eventually get scared away from the that green. And now, TMG actually getting a little bit pressured down, pero he will make it out. Jaina and his Delta, wala pa siya masyadong capacity to chase eh. Yung Slider dito, he's a little bit too far away from that Blink Dagger to try and go for these pick-offs. May kita natin, hindi pa sila nagtatry ng smoke plays of their own as of yet. Wala pa silang proper initiation aside from yung Earth Spirit roll in eh.
Lagi rin sila na nagka-counter-initiate. Kumbaga, inaantay lang nila yung Eagles na lumaban. And maganda yung ward na nilagay dito ng Eagles, ha. Yan yung mga tinatawag na bait ward. Yung alam mo na sobrang obvious na meron ng ward. Pero nakakatakot i-ward kasi pwede ka patayin. Pero yan, dahil nga meron rin namang ward, etong BRE Pro pagdating din sa may cliff, medyo sa may river, madi-ward naman nila agad. Pero habang nangyayari yun, ha, etong LPE, alam nila, kayang-kaya nila kumuha ng Roshan and mukhang walang idea yung BRE Pro. Free-roll?
Wala silang idea. Wala nga silang idea rin. Dito na sila sa mid lane. They're trying to clear out. Parang hindi nila na-acknowledge yung fact na all 5 heroes from LPE are missing. And yun nga, a very nice Aegis pick up there onto the side of LPE as they try to pressure yung mga tier 2 towers na dito.
Grabe naman mag-zone out dito si Hero.
Nakakatakot yung side of the searing chains and wala kayong properly chain. Hindi kayo kakalapit ng maayos if wala kayong silencer yung roll in from the earth spirit. If wala kayong gas, you can just spirits out kasi. So I think that's a beauty if ever mag-work yung earth spirit, ang ember spirit position for you.
Pike na nga, para dun sa Drow Ranger, pero bitin pa rin siya pagdating sa damage, diba? Hindi naman pwedeng Pike lang yung magiging hero niya, yung magiging item niya dito, sorry. For hero naman, kuha na naman sila ng towers again. And for the Bristleback, buo na, or malapit niya nang mabuo, yung kanyang halberd.
Little bit lang talaga, kasi more on the space-taking side talaga yung dito, yung Nature's Prophet ni Prince dito. It's not the one that's making space, actually very traditional position 1 gameplay, no? As a Nature's Prophet, may Maida siya, he's clearing way, he's working, nagpa-farm ka sa lahat ng pwede mo pag-farman. So makita natin na medyo a little bit challenge yung GPM or yung network ng Bristleback natin dito. Pero he does eventually still manage to get that halberd para makontrol lang yung draw, or if ever, prevent bashes, or prevent yung mga hits from Viper and Slugger as well.
Siya ang tutusin, kaya nga rin napaganda yung Nature's Prophet epic kasi in-adjust nila yung Ember Spirit papunta sa position 4, so wala na talaga magko-contest sa kanya pagdating sa farm. Siya lang talaga yung kakain ng mapa dito.
And to think actually they have siguro almost global presence because Hero can, if he needs a remnant behind, you can provide the same kind of utility as the Nature's Prophet TP. So, something na pwede din think about if you're taking, separate areas of the map like this, nag-pressure sa top, nag-pressure ng bot, Hero can decide to show up if ever mag-event na remnant dito, nag-pressure sa top, and Jules actually already picked up on him while nag-pressure sila ng tier 3 dito. And no glyph available din para sa break dito. So, a bit worrying nga. And with the Aegis from LPE high ground, might actually be possible for them to take over.
Ember Spirit, wala kang malit lang siya. Pero may Arena of Blood, ha? Saka nagugulo na sila na kung ano yung i-defend nila.
Out of the bottom lane, so is it going to be worth it for them? They trade off the line of their position and their hardest pusher para lang makuha yung tower sa bot. Let's see if it's worth it. Will BRE Pro decide to take this fight? Will they chase out? Will they push out? I think waiting to use that Arena of Blood para mag-initiate dito. Blink dagger dito from Nigeria. Hero, nice use out the remnant dodge for that cross. Meanwhile, inside the Arena of Blood, Ligaya does go down. TMD, take down the front, coming up out of the Arena of Blood. Takes a little time, but he does drop down eventually. Seizing field, taking down. The buyback on the Crystal Maiden, proving completely worth it as Hero tries to run away from Jaina, tries to run away from Hizalia, and Hizalia gets the corrosive haze in. Does not get the nice dodge onto the Slithering Crush. Perfectly dodges the Gust Mode, but he's super slow. And may corrosive haste din siya, so even if hindi nila nakita yung remnant, they have vision of him. The remnant goes further away. He's trying to juke it out, pero sa Hizalia, nag-aantay na doon, na corrosive haste still on, and he's may abangos na rin.
So for halos 5 heroes down, kasi diba meron pa AG, so doon natin masasabi na hindi talaga naging worth it yung pagkakamatay ni Prince doon, kasi yung BRE Pro, kaya nga sila hindi nakakalaban dahil nga dalawang lanes yung pressure nila. Pero with him dying, nakuha yung Aegis na, napatay pa yung mismong life niya, napagandang cancel na nagawa ng Slardar. So, yun na yung time para makalaban ulit yung BRE Pro dun sa baba. And naging sobrang successful naman nila middle lane naman, Ligaya dito. Napumas out nila yung Bristleback.
Lupido ay nag-take of trouble. Yung inuna nila dito, si Earth Spirit. At meanwhile, the break is proving to be such a problem. Kahit na nakatalikod siya, wala pa rin siyang passive. The Prisma passive is not available. He does go down. Actually, to Cat and Prince there, nag-teen a bit of trouble yun ng BKB ka. Pero may back pa rin yung Regalia. Do you actually fight back and hit? There's not enough damage, I think, on the side of the Eagles. Oh, Hero actually trying to go in kasi nagamit ng Rust Sai as well. The Arena of Blood, but no, the fight only the force stop is completely available for the Viper. Si Cap naman dito, will he actually give up his life for this? They can chase, like the pistol there, no spear yet, God rebuke, and Hero does actually get the last hit on that. So dive back yun para sa Crystal Maiden ng BRE. There's actually an objective na pwede din kunin dito ng LPE. There's 3 heroes down, actually 2 now. Pwede silang pumatay dito sa top lane. Jill is there, pero the rest of the team of LPE, wala nasa mid lane sila.
Ang problema nila, mahirap sila mag-take ng objectives kapag patay yung kanilang Vicious Prophet. Wala silang damage or right-clicker talaga dito. Dahil na yung Mars pala, yung first item yan, nag-dagger status. So talagang taga-initiate, set up for the Mars, and yung Bristleback naman nila went for the Vanguard Halberd hero. Pwede na naman siya ma-pick up dito. Ginamit niya na yung kanyang use. No way para matanggal niya yung silence dito, yung gust na binigay ni Jill.
Sobrang nanggugulo kasi ginugulo niya si Jill sa top So pumunta si Ligaya, ginugulo mo position 1 ko.
Talaga, tandanan ni TMV tong ano. Kasi gawain na yun, nakikita ko lagi na play nila. Yung naglalagay sila ng ward na sobrang obvious, pero gagawin nilang bait.
Kasi gusto nila mag-force ng fight sa area na yun. I think like, as soon as may mag-ward, pwede na lang i-go yun. That's a nice pick-off. And as soon as may team fight na mangyayari, what they can do is just bait a team fight into an objective kasi sobrang lapit lang sa sa high ground ng Radiant to Sobrang lapit lang sa high ground ng BRE Pro. So pwede silang mag-transition into an objective kagad if ever successful yung team fight nila.
Ano kaya bubuin nito? Besides, hindi ko sure kung BKB yung padating sa kanya or Desolator. Kasi literal hammer lang, yung nakita ko.
Pero padating na naman yung
mukhang BKB.
natin.
Tingin ko mas kailangan niya yung BKB Lalo na pag na-silence siya dito, kaya na agad siya patayin ng BRE Pro. Ayan yung BKB.
Definitely.
Better option.
So ayun, another important tool to have during yung high ground feed nga, may magic immunity na yung dalawang force dito. After fight, let's try to break down. Side is already here. Regalia, or actually no, Regalia got caught by the spear. The BKB really got pretty good. Used to cancel out that freezing kill. Regalia got it out. And while the Arena of Blood is also going down, there's a gold up on Regalia, but I don't think that matters. He might come down in Korea, and the magic eyes, the dust, the multi-shot is beautiful. But isn't enough. Side gets spear back into the fight 16 people. Tumatama lang, nag-hit in style. Get the last kill. It's a triple kill for Sky. After that nice BKB
reveal, sulit na sulit.
Well. Oh, nga and may double damage pa siya. So all of those gods dealing so much damage in those fights.
Kaya nga rin maganda talaga yung BKB dito for this game kasi nga halos lahat ng heroes ng BRE Pro meron mababato sa kanya na spell. So kung hindi rin naman yung magagawa ng BRE Pro, hindi rin naman enough yung damage talaga na ibibigay ng Drow Ranger sa kanya. So another tower, pwede nga nila kuhaan dito, medyo matagal pang mag-respawn yung Drow Ranger, down at 30 seconds. Kaya pa ba nilang i-defend to?
Hero dito. Hero being very annoying, spirits out. But he's already had 3 people committed. Yung mid-rocks ng BRE Pro will go down. Might get a courier as well with that tragedy. Maybe a little bit too greedy. Oh, actually, it went over cooldown. May arena rin siya. Side, actually, 12 March, no? He might actually go down here. The arena does get committed. Pero, he's staying alive. No way. Ligaya would have already in the TMB. The real TMB is already there. Not the illusion anymore. Hitalia drops down as well. There's no buyback to the people na namatay na. In fact, left caught in the scrub. There's a nice spear to actually secure that last hit. There's 3 people down and 1 last Rax standing para sa side ng BRE Pro dito. If they take it down, mega crit snap para sa Eagle Kings. Oh, another nice searing change. Pero there's a nice swap before the dust lands, and now the body block. The trends are also hitting him. The Bloodthorn is there, and last man standing, or last woman standing dito si Jill. She's tossing out these hits, pero she's unable to defend this alone. Buti na nga lang, hindi pwede mag-bite dito. yung side ng LPE, pero there's a swap available if ever. That silence doesn't last too long. She can get swapped in. No, she does get swapped in, but she does get the kill. The illusion is there. Body blocking though. Only for a little while, but the Bloodborne does come out to guide them. With that nice glimmer cake, does allow her to survive. Look at this illusion. It's so annoying. Oh, but his head, they're bring back a nice little touch on the three. The Magnetite is also there. This is the last thing that happens to them outside. Really a little, but let's really go for it. The Phoenix will get that by Fear of Mark inside the arena of blood. But now, the Gaia and Jill, the only ones to make it out. Jill can actually push them up into the Hydra, but not the same can be said for the Gaia though. And Jill just decides to go down with Jill. They're already taking down the first force. Playing a big respawn. There's a nice spear, but it doesn't get onto the tree. Your nature's cross position one does die, but you've already lost the match. It's already made the free. TMD bought back half the now he's in the enemy base. Contour does come out to get through Zelia onto Lupido, but I think TMD is just well enough and capable to make sure that Lupido stays alive. Not the same can be said for him though, like TMD sends out a magic missile. His illusion is the one that's carrying on his legacy of Zelia. Now in a bit of trouble, will Lupido chase? And actually, what's in more trouble is this Ancient. Because I think this is going to be a super hard defense or super hard comeback for
Desolator side.
Yep, this is going to be super difficult for them. I don't think they can hold against so many creeps. They don't have a lot of AoE. The blood does come out. Lupido, he's the only guy standing around here. He's in no man's land. No man's land it is. But this all-female squad is still desperately hanging on to their throne. And I think they're able to... I think you could call that a successful defense somewhat. Kasi like, ang baba pa ng mga respawn timer nila eh. So they don't really expend yung mga buybacks. And Lupido does get caught out, pero he does have a BKB trip. However, the BKB does nothing against these bashes from his guardian. His guardian does not be able to keep him down for so long as Lupido decides to turn it around, and Jill, running away the hero, will actually get focused down. There's a nice side of push there, but the silence as well does get the push after the move, and it gets torn away. It doesn't have the silence, but being very sneaky, although that appears from that marksmanship from the dragon. Oh no, it's a one-by-one show there. Like, oh, this hindi pa yung LPE rain! And Prince can actually go down without a fight. What are they doing? Are they just playing a distracting game? That Ancient is still in trouble, but the cooldowns, I mean the respawn time is dito sa side ng LPE masyadong mahaba. Maybe BRE can make something out of this.
Ang nakikita ko lang talaga dito na okay na ginagawa ng Eagles is yun nga, medyo kahit paano matagal pa rin naman silang patayin. So habang nagpo-focus out sa kanila yung heroes or yung players ng BRE Pro, di ba? Nagpo-push out pa rin naman yun eh. Dahil nga mega creeps na. Pero dahil dito sa ginagawa nila, nagkakaroon pa kasi ng time or nagkakaroon pa ng other items yung BRE Pro. Sa ngayon, nahihirapan sila mag-defend. Pero by the time na makuha nila yung items lalo na kung build sila ng item like Blood, pero kaya nila i-defend it. And Drow Ranger pa sila, maraming pwedeng mangyari with the Drow Ranger na pick.
Oh, they sniff it out. Actually, BRE Pro know what's going on. Alam nila, these two heroes can take Roche. Hindi na masyadong mabagal. And so the standard come out in terms of the position. Now, there's a nice swap in. Is actually in there. God's Rebuke is there. Fear of Mars onto the wall. Roche is also in the arena, but it doesn't matter much. As there's a buyback, it's gonna come from the guy in Jill. There's a PKB on here already. But the haste from Sai allows him to run away. Hero with that Ghost Scepter. He wants to slide up the searing chains in, and Jill with a BKB is able to keep it away. Actually, no! It runs out. Just in enough time and style to actually get the nice Fear of Mars. God's Rebuke him. He's trying to trade a kill. He's trying to get TMD, but his passive, his ulti won't trigger another easy battle for him from Hero with that searing chains and another Fear of Mars into the street. It's gonna get very hard to defend this now. Briefly, Lupido already your base, trying to take her H, and in fact, they're taking Jaina. They might be taking the Gaia. Jill has to buy back. He's here with his BKB. He's trying to make the most out of it. There's another top from the blocking strength of the multi-cast. I mean, the dust, it comes out. Oh no! There's a kick into the fountain. He tries to survive through it. There's a guilt trying to make
Pero
it
si Prince,
he buys a guilt to stay alive. 2014 at first 32 minutes into the game. LPE, siguro nahirapan sila dun sa last part ng ng
kung
game.
paano na lang i-close out.
Actually, at first, we thought na kailangan ng core hero and yun din yung binaban ng BRE Pro nun. Pero it didn't take a core hero. Ginawa nilang support yung gap closer nila and it worked to their advantage. BRE Pro dito and the Playbook Esports Eagles as we go into game 2 ng group stage match natin. So 0-1 already in favor of the Eagles. Tiny and Batrider get banned out. So, very staple bans dito rin. Again, BRE Pro, ayaw nila makita yung tiny ni Hero dito. Sobrang malakas umikot. And sobrang annoying to deal with yung mga toss save niya and yung mga toss initiation niya.
So, mukhang same bans lang. Parehas lang na. Ito, sa mga nakikita talaga natin na games ng BRE Pro, ito talaga yung opening na bans sila with the Tiny and the Magnus ban. And for Eagle, same lang din, Batrider and itong Snapfire. So, again, open na naman si Earth Spirit, nandyan na naman si Vensha Spirit, nandyan na naman si Mars, si Drow Ranger, si Void. So, yung mga pwede nating makita sa first phase na pick dito sa magkabilang teams.
Really, yung mga staple picks natin sa the National Season 2, no? So, I think BRE Pro, parang gusto ka na lang mag-Earth Spirit ulit eh. I feel as though yun yung gumana sa early game nila. I think they want to commit on it and kinaya naman. It's just like yung execution or yung communication nila lang talaga nila beyond the 10-minute mark siguro. Yung need talaga nila ngayon. And BRE Pro actually decide to pick up a hero from the book of the Eagles. They pick up the first pick, Oracle dito.
Dire team pick.
Oracle, Void Spirit, and then Drow Ranger pa rin. So, nagdagdag sila ng sustain doon sa Drow Ranger, pero Eagles going for the Void Spirit and the Chen pick. So, sa Void Spirit, yun nga, meron ka na Astra Step. So, kahit na nag-pick ng first pick itong Eagles ng Void Spirit, they still went for the Drow Ranger. And for the Void Spirit, hindi rin tayo sure kung ilalagay na ba ito ng Eagles sa position 4, ilalagay ba siya sa offlane, pwede rin naman siyang gamitin sa middle lane. And meron pa rin kasi siyang, meron na siyang huli. Astral Step, Aether Gremlin, di ba kayang-kaya niya agad humuli. And with the Chen pick, dahil nga nakita mo na nag-pick ng maaga ng Oracle itong BRE Pro, bitin yung pang-clear ng units niya sa ngayon eh. Well, meron namang Drow Ranger kahit sa multi-shot. Pero yung Chen kasi, ang ganun lang din, no? Yung playstyle na, pati yung face na early to mid game pa rin. Same lang, may sustain, pero ito kasi merong basag potential with a Chen.
Yeah, of course, with the Chen units and now yung BRE Pro respecting na completely possible yung kind of yung last patch na tinatawag na Zoo Strat, no? Yung mga units and summons lang. So Beastmaster and Nature's Prophet from last year gets banned out from BRE Pro. Meanwhile, yung Eagles naman dito yung mag-pick up ng position 4 or possibly 3 din na Earth Spirit. Actually, we've seen Earth Spirit played in 3 positions dito sa the Nationals group stage so far, no? 3, 4, tsaka mid.
Pati mid. Saka yung mga tinanggal rin dito ng Eagles, ayan yung Vengeful Spirit, ayaw nila ng swap out, ayaw nila ng pang-save dun sa Drow Ranger. And Vengeful Spirit, maganda siyang kasama talaga ng Drow, lalo na pagdating sa Aura. Yung Slardar na maganda yung performance na ginawa kanina ni Hazelia, nakita natin yung 3-man stuns, kung bakit kasi rin sila nakapag-secure ng kills. And of course, yung Mirana, one of the best heroes na pang-counter sa Chen, dahil isang pana mo lang yung units niya. Kahit yung Chen, pwede mo lang din patayin. Pero deny pick sila ng Earth Spirit.
Sobrang ayaw ko yung feeling and every time na I'm feeling Chen or any summon hero or like mas malala pag Enchantress kasi isa lang yung creep mo usually early game. If it gets arrow down, parang pinaghirapan mo yung creep na yan eh. Diba? Hindi na-invalidate lang sa isang spell ng Mirana. So, very annoying to deal with then. More annoying to deal with than Crystal Maiden. Pero yun, I don't think BRE Pro are going to be going to that kasi may Oracle na sila. Looking, I think, to secure another priority, siguro offlane or position 4 din dito for BRE Pro. As you don't want to give too much away. Kasi kaya yung Eagles already have kind of defined their ground.
Team pick.
Terran Protector pick.
Ooh.
So, set. Grabe na yung sustain nila dito kung tutuusin. Meron silang Terran Protector, meron pa silang Oracle. And ito rin siguro yung isa sa mga naging kulang nila, yung pangmalaki na spell. So, now they have the overgrowth.
Okay, now may AOE na sila. It's not, yung Q naman ni Trend Protector dito, it's not as reliable. Pero, it's still decent to wave clear. And I think yung Eagles dito, are they trying to create the 4 spirit lineup? Naban yung Vengeful Spirit, so hindi na pwede 5. Pero yung Storm Spirit is still in the pool. I don't know how they want to make it work. Pero 3 Spirit Brothers, Void Spirit, Earth Spirit, Ember Spirit, onto the side of Eagles, and very interesting how they're going to choose to lane all these. Pero yun nga, parang 4 na dito yung Earth, and then yung Ember siguro still yet
Hindi pa tayo sure.
Or what.
Hindi tayo sure kung anong lane yan.
Mahirap
anong role
na.
yan.
Pero yun, I mean, if gusto nila, they can also bring out yung Storm Spirit if hindi siya mabahan.
Oo, di ba? So, grabe tong Eagles ha. Alam nila kung paano mag-deal ng isang Drow Ranger na pick. And eto siguro yung isa sa mga kailangan rin panoorin. May iba pa nilang pwedeng kalaban. Pero Brent Pro going for the Underlord na pick. So, ito na yung hero or possible hero ni Azelia. Hindi ko pa kasi nakikita talaga si Jaina. Hindi gumamit ng Underlord na middle lane. Pero with the Underlord, you have the setup with the Dark Crypt. Meron kang Pit of Malice. Ang dami nilang kututusin na hold dito. Meron silang Pit of Malice. Meron silang Fortune Send. They also have the Overgrowth. So, okay rin. Okay rin ito naging draft. Masakit pala to pagdating sa offlane. Underlord plus Terran Protector. Hahampasin ka lang ng dalawa.
Medyo mahirap din tumakas with the HC with a Q galing sa Threat Protector. Grabe yung slow eh. And at the same time, yung damage from Firestorm and yung hampas talaga nila. Sobrang taas ng base damage itong Threat Protector plus may aura pa sa Underlord, no?
Ang question ko lang dito ha, bakit nag-ban pa sila ng pack kahit na kumuha na sila ng Underlord? Kasi Underlord is good against pack, di ba? Madali lang siya hulihan, lalo na kapag wala pang Yule Scepter yung pack.
And yun usually nakikita natin din sa The National Zone, every time na may puck pick up, there's an Underlord retaliation din, a response coming from the opposing team. And now, last pick for Brent Esports is going to be the Queen of Pain. So, I think this is actually very good. If kaya niyang makabuild ng madalis na Orchid dito. Hello!
Oh!
Hello! Sa show dito.
Hello
Playbook
there.
Esports Eagles. Alright. So, Meepo pick. So, Sai bringing out yung mga heroes niya. No? Last game we saw Mars. This game, we're seeing Meepo. And the hero is actually 4 Earth Spirit and si Prince dito. Ember Spirit, position 1.
Pero somehow this is what I can see is overconfidence coming from the Eagles. You have Terran Protector, you have Underlord, you have Queen of Pain. Heroes na kayang-kaya patayin yung Meepo, pero you still went for the last week na Meepo. So in terms of, lalo na pagdating sa team fight, nga, meron Pit of Malice, meron Overgrowth, burst damage coming from the Queen of Pain, damage output from the Drow Ranger, sustain from the Oracle and the Terran Protector. For Eagles naman, marami nga sila dito na pang-close na naman ng gap. Pagdating sa Drow Ranger, meron silang Chen, meron silang Void Spirit, Earth Spirit, meron pa sila Ember, lahat na lang. Meron pa silang Ember and the Meepo pick nga. Ito, gustong-gusto ko makita to. Again, hindi ako binigo ni Sai. Nakitaan niya ako ng mga heroes na kakaiba.
Like, gusto ko talaga makita itong Meepo. Because na-counter na siya eh, pero nilastik pa rin nila. So super confident yung lausot of the Playbook Esports dito in Game 2. Grabe.
Si Storm lang wala, no? The 3 spirits in the game.
And on the same team din, but of course, we're now in Game 2 of Brain versus the LPE. So now we have an introduction for the players of Brent Epro as we see Jaina on the middle lane, Queen of Pain, Nizelia on that Underlord, Cat on the Oracle, Chill, Sanyan Drow Ranger, and Ligaya, Pen Protector.
For the Eagles naman, you have Hero sa kanyang Earth Spirit, Kerry na Ember Spirit for Prince, Sai sa kanyang Meepo, TMV for the Chen, and Rupido para sa kanyang offlane na Void Spirit. So, grabe itong game na to Gusto-gusto ko mo pa na.
Grabe. This Meepo is going to be very exciting. I think first time din natin napakita itong Meepo na to sa Nationals din, di ba rin?
Oo, saka again, etong match kasi na to. Ito yung match na kailangan panoorin ng mga other teams. Hindi lang sila huli nga agad dito si Kat. Right click coming from Hero, pero hindi rin naman niya mag-i-in out. Dinone out niya lang para makasecure na yung bounty. Again, ito yung nga yung matches or yung parang panggulo. Again, yun na naman yung term. Kasi mag-isip kayo, baka mag-Meepo to. Kasi nag-Meepo sila nung last match nila versus Brent kahit na super counter na siya.
That's true. Like, may kita yung parang how they play around yung mga counters nga. So we're getting to see a lot of the micro from Sai, a lot of yung game sense niya with that Meepo pick. And of course, like yung important communication talaga. Like yung team dynamic ng LPE dito. Because like, it's already pretty hard to communicate when lahat kayo may gamit na isang hero, like one unit, pero you have both Chen and Meepo here. How do you communicate na you have so many units, no? So that's going to be very interesting to see how LPE makes it work.
Sobrang aga nito, Jill.
Grabe dito sa baba. They're so aggressive ang asim dito. Cat being gone on again. Rupido and Hero just showing Cat some brotherly love as they decide to surf back into the lane. Middle lane, Jaina taking a lot of damage from Sai.
Masakit talaga kasi yung right click din dahil ng Meepo. The right click and of course
Grabe. Just as we're going to be very closely
sa
watching
top lane naman natin,
Meepo dito
gusto
sa
ko talaga
middle
ito
lane, no?
makita. Itong
We're
match
also
to, dahil nga
being supervised
Underlord
regulated
and
by the
itong Siligaya
games
with the
and
Protector good
amusement
sila against
boards.
isang
A
Ember
big,
Spirit na mili pa naman.
grab. Oh, parang sobrang aggressive na lahat ng lane dito and Jill being very harassed here by Hero, pero Hero still suffering a bit in terms of region nga kasi parang konti lang yung dala niya dito sa bottom lane and Jill might actually be tanking a little bit of her own region din given the circumstance. So, nakaharap pa dito.
And good play rin, coming from Kat, nakita natin na dapat hindi sa kanya tatama. Pero hinarangan niya si Hito para hindi ma-close in down kay Jill. Middle lane nga natin, side dito with the level 3 and Jaina still at level 2. And mahirap kasi maglagay dito ng skill point eh. Pag ganitong Meepo yung kalaban mo, dahil kadalasan nakikita natin, naglalagay ka ng blink pagdating pa ng level 4. Pero with this, kailangan mo magtipid. Kailangan mo na lagyan.
Need mo talaga i-hold yung skill point. What if you need that extra level in screen? And yun nga, Jaina feels as though she needed that. And yun, nalagay niya yung extra level na yun sa screen. Because you need tons of AoE against Meepo.
Hindi nga na masyadong nakakahampas si Ligaya dito sa top lane.
But actually, all lanes actually just proving quite even, no? Trading fairly in terms of region. Yung mid lane lang talaga yung pinaka-interesting na lane dito. It's not where the most action is going to happen kasi yun nga, we might see a blink from Jaina. We might see Sai playing a little bit restrained. Pero every other lane kasi has an equal amount of potential except for siguro dito sa bottom lane, no? Because nakikita natin mas malakas mag-go dito yung side ng Eagles. Malakas talaga mag-go yung side dito ng Eagles. And more of counter initiation na talaga yung ma-offer ng Brent Meepo sa bottom lane nila.
Net?
But in middle lane, Jaina, nahuli siya doon with a nice double bind with the poof. Pero Jill will actually go down. Hindi naman yung first blood niya yung nasabi ko. There's not much to offer sa bottom lane ng Brent Meepo. Just more on counter initiation. Pero once they wait that out from the side of the Eagles, medyo mahirap na to actually keep staying alive or keep sustaining Jill in that lane. And now they decide to dive for even more as Hero. And Rupido try to take down Cat. There's a nice surge there, slowing down Hero. Pero Rupido here is getting dived in. There's a toss actually. Oh, okay. Pero nagtitipi na sila ng Trent Protector dito sa bottom lane rin, no?
And yun nga yung sinabi natin kanina na etong BRE Pro, kahit na na-pick na first pick yung Void Spirit, they still went for the Drow Ranger pick, which is, I don't know, medyo questionable kasi nga si Void Spirit, sobrang dali lang para sa kanya. Nahuli ng isang Drow Ranger, lalo na kapag nagkaroon siya ng Use Scepter, you have everything, hindi para all. You have everything you need para mahuli yung Drow Ranger. And pinapakita nila dito yun, kahit sa laning phase pa lang. Si Oracle kasi, maganda siya na hero, kayang-kaya niya i-sustain yung kanyang carry, pero mas effective siya pag nakuha niya na yung level 6. Sa ngayon, I think, she is just another hero to kill for the offlane.
Yun nga eh, parang extra body lang. Dagdag gold lang sa side if ever they decide. Kaya nga, sobrang aggressive lang. Nagda-dive na sila. We haven't even seen yung second bounty runes ng laro natin, pero nagda-dive na agad sila ng tier 1 tower. So, super aggressive yung Spirit Brother duo natin dito sa bottom lane from LPE and BRE Pro. Actually, malakas yung top lane nila. Yun nga, Trent and the Underlord, very hard to deal with, especially as isang Ember Spirit, no? The most na magagawa mo is magsa-sleight of fist ka lang to secure the range creep and try to survive with, siguro, Flame Guard if you take a skill point at that. Pero may dito din natin na how they fare. Bottom lane, eto si Rupido trying to juke it out in the trees. Jill is there, Ligaya TPing in. Hindi masyadong maglaland yung kill niya. Rupido still on the run. Not a lot of escape here yet and eventually will go down to the multi-shots from Jill. The top lane naman, alam nila na yung Trent nasa bottom na, so they decide to poke in the TP in Hero as well. Where the Trent recall and now taking down a kill onto his area. So all-night trade, you trade in an offlane for an offlane while keeping in both na mga position 4 nyo. No?
Sa rune naman, ito pinpig out yung rune dito sa baba. So, mayroong region rune for Sai. Pwede nyo na rin kuhanin. So, no battle
Inaantay mo
refill.
na mawala yung Shadow Strike para masulit niya yung minion. Pero now, another... Oh, pero yun nga, last one makes this Void Spirit so annoying in the offlane. Once you commit something, if he has Dissimulate, makatakbo na siya. Makatakas lang siya. Top lane Prince has to be a little bit careful here. Siya lang mag-isa, pero yung bottom niya is andyan. So he has to regen to stay alive in the lane. Not too afraid of his Celia as of this moment, I think.
Matatakot ka kasi kay Hezelia kapag meron siyang +1. And kaya na rin nilang patayin yan, and there's one coming from Hero.
The body blocks are there too. Merong kickback. Prince is there with a side of fist steering chase. Yung gold spin. Such a strong level 1 neutral creep with that slow. It's so annoying to deal with. And TND got lucky with that stack. And they will take another kill onto the offlaner of Brent Pro. And bounty runes as well. Going very fair, 2 for 2. Si Hero dito tries to go for a third, but doesn't know that Jaina is waiting in the wakes. Does he have a rollout? The Phonic Wave gets committed. He does have a fairy fire, but he's gonna go down soon. Let's end that Shadow Strike. Will he actually roll up here? No, he can't. Hero goes down to Jaina. Very nice usage ng Sonic Wave there.
Na-heal na-Aether Remnant, si Ligaya. Pwede sana nalang patayin si Rupido. Pero ang dami, okay pa rin kasi yung status niya. Kalaki pa yung buhay, tapos ang dami niya pa masyadong mana.
And yung ano talaga, like yung disengage niya, even if it's madadodge niya kasi yung projectile ng purge ng Oracle, no? And hindi niya kailangan maglakad to get over the but now, walking on Jill, the Aether Remnant is there, packing so many remnants here in his bottom lane, and these guys aren't even in those 6 yet. There goes the thank you. There goes the purge. The cat, Rupido. Now they're just gonna be exchanging hits, trading some regen, and Jill gets the living armor here. Just seems like gusto lang talaga nila keep Jill alive this lane because that's their assurance for the late game, and they want to drive this to the late game. Zhao is also kind of pretty good against Meepo din if yung Meepo hindi nakalapit sa kanya.
And yung playstyle din pala mismo ng BRE Pro, talaga nagre-rely sila. Pag mayaman si Jill, naging successful yung mga lanes sila, natatranslate nila yung papunta sa late game. Pero kapag early pa lang, napahirapan si Jill, nahihirapan na mag-bounce back itong BRE Pro. Kaya grabe yung pag-protecta dito ng Brent sa kanya, pero Jaina with a haste rune.
Yep. Wala pang level 6 dito si Rupido, so no Astral Step yet. The Purge is there. The Aether Remnant does get killed in the very end. There's not enough mana here, but of course, there is enough damage coming from Cat. And the Purifying Flames. Meanwhile, Sai, farming away. Ito talaga yung ginagawa ng Meepo. Look at these stacks. Look at these heavenly, beautiful stacks, and Sai is just gonna take all of them with these two Meepos here. We're gonna see him actually just kind of snowball right after this, and he's picking up also yung mga neutral items na sobrang importante din.
Nakakuha sila doon ng kill with Sonic Wave. Kaya maganda yun for BRE Pro. Kapag nagkaroon ng Sonic Wave, eto Queen of Pain, they can go for a smoke or pwedeng siya na lang yung mag-TP papunta dun sa lane na merong kill potential.
Pero yun yan, not so much on the back foot din naman tong Queen of Pain natin, no? Making the rotations count and actually having participating already in 2 kills for her team dun sa mid and also sa bottom lane. And now actually, EMV and Hero looking for a kill here in the bottom lane. Alam nila na si Kat lang dito. They might try to TP in someone else, and in fact, they don't. They TP up the brow, so they have to keep Jill alive. Yun na talaga yung goal nila dito. With the chain here, 2 goals actually. It might seem like night time to actually try to pressure this tier 1 tower bottom lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under
An
attack.
adjustment siguro yan coming from BRE Pro dahil nga dun sa mga first series nila, lagi silang pag mayroon namatay na isa, kailangan tutulong pa. Pero with this, dito sa mga games na nakikita natin, marunong na rin sila mag-cut ng loss. At dun sa nangyari na yun, wala na namang paraan yung Oracle para magbuhay. Yun nga lang, dahil nag-TP out yung Drow Ranger, pwede pressure ng Void Spirit, ng Shen, and of course, ng Earth Spirit yung bottom lane. Kanina, 7 minutes lang nila nakuha yung tower
Radiant's
dun.
bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, most recently nakikita natin na hindi na sila nagtatry na mag-salvage ng team fight. Instead, yung Brain Eatro dito, parang nag-actively hanap na lang sila ng trade sa other side ng map. And yung try nilang gawin dito as they try to go for a kill on Prince, pero Dyna is also here waiting with a blink in and the Stream of Fate secures that kill. Yun nga, it's a nice trade and nakaka-pressure din sila dito ng top tower. Pero their bottom tower is already down. That's insured space para sa Meepo kasi wala pang nagahan sa kanya. At the same time, Jill is also making her own farm din dito sa middle lane. So, even though it's a 3k lead 9 minutes in, still finding ways to stay in the game dito yung Brain Eatro. Taking down its top tier 1 tower, hopefully making more space sa mapa para sa kanila.
And hindi pa naman ganun kalaki yung lamang nila kasi nga sa Meepo pa lang naman ang galing yan. TP counter, Rupido, magkakonect rin yung kanyang 800 patay agad si Ligayo.
Nice thing. However, nahuli siya dito. The Oracle root is there. Now, the Queen of Fate just found as well. The Meepo is there. But of course, the magic damage resistance coming from that 3 Phoenix and Cat. And it's they're out of here.
Top tower has been denied.
Pero yung trade-off
Right
na,
away to the
2 for
bottom
1.
lane. Yun, they give up their Trent Protector and yun nakuha nila yung Spirit Gun because yun na-deny din yung tower eh.
And sa ngayon, hindi kasi okay rin na namamatay or nakakukuha na ng kill yung kanilang Queen of Pain kasi siya talaga yung gagawa ng rotations dito para makapag-create ng space para sa kanilang Drow Ranger.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Because like if, yung Trent Protector kasi he's not the most mobile. O hindi siya nakaka-make space like, all around the map. No? Not like the Earth Spirit na kayang gumulong kahit saan. Trent likes to stay in the trees, likes to really be patient with those roots, with those Qs. You can be shield the living armor. It's a different kind of position for gameplay for Trent Protector as compared to position 4 and 5 dito ng LPE.
And yung kasama rin sa mga napag-usapan natin kanina, yun nga yung bait na lagi ginagawa ni Eagles, lagi, kasi kumbaga yung Brain Eatro, lagi nga silang nabibait. So ang kailangan nila for this, piliin nila yung mga team fights. So dapat talaga nilang kuhanin top lane. Nakita ko inabol nila yung Meepo pero hindi rin naman nila napatay.
Hindi pa naman, yun nga, hindi pa gaano kalaki yung lamang ng LPE dito. Again, it's just mostly the Meepo dito as he's going to approach that Imperial Blade. Pero looking to pressure more lanes is LPE here. They do dive in with Hero. Jupiter is there with the Evil Run and the Gaia has to commit to overgrowth. But where's their team? Where's the rest of them? Brain Eatro, where are you? The Gaia is looking for help, but she's not gonna get it. Is just there trying to not get caught in the crossfire and Cat. Iron off the root, does get rolled in. Trying to go for their hero. You might have overstepped. But now the jump is there, keeping them rolling away even further. A nice steal though, trying to keep them alive as Sonic Wave collects them at the very end. And now Jaina might decide if she wants to go, might want to blink in and commit it. Oh, nope. The creeps are there though, scaring off a little bit, and they do ward them off of their tier 1 tower, pero yun nga, they have sent their Underlord here. This is more space for Meepo, because nobody's contesting him, pero at the same time, they're just gonna let Jill farm around yung area na yun.
Halos 1 for 1 pa rin naman yung nag-exchange doon. Yun nga lang, nag-commit ng malaking ultimate, yung Treant Protector. Kinailangan niya gamitin yung overgrowth and yung hesitations rin na pinakita sa atin ng Drow Ranger. Hindi rin naman natin siya masisisi. Kasi kahit na ma-silencer or mabigay niya yung kanyang gust, pag nawala yun, mag-astral step lang palapit sa kanya yung Void Spirit and pwede pang maging kapalit ang buhay niya.
That's true. And siguro dito, LPE, they want to go. Gusto nilang i-reveal yung EV ng Meepo dito because alam nila, walang Sonic Wave, walang Overgrowth, we can completely go with his value. And a bit of trouble just from Champion here. Medyo nakaka-alert ko So they have to commit the false promise very early. Sai, pump faking the net, pump faking that Earthbind, and he doesn't get anyone to retrieve. Then Rupi is also very aggressively positioned. Actually, kumahabol na sila ngayon. I think they're grabbing the tier 1 to go to the high ground jungle. The Meepo does get some reveal, beautiful. And that EP gets the EP all the way under. He's not getting anybody couple there. Fruit is still available. He doesn't want to dash it away from this one. Probably the back, but Overgrowth does come out cooldown. Prince going, getting a bit low inside, suffering from so much AoE from Rosalia here. So much AoE from that Trent as well. Migaya actually versus here right now. It's 4 versus 4 as Bill gets caught out. Meanwhile, Prince is facing off against this Oracle Cat to the north of this fight, and he does get the kill. Meanwhile, Hero in the bottom lane, Jill getting the hits in, but not enough damage yet. Actually, he might go down to tier 2 here. Hero, are you alright? The Urna Shadows might keep him alive. Steps away. very, very handy.
Blinken?
Going forward, nice blink in, Scream of Pain, does get the nice kill with the last hit, and that Shadow Strike is
Radiant's
available.
middle tower
Trying to
has
disengage here is Rupino, and the Chen creeps keep them alive. TMB trying to desperately run away with a tomato when his Centaur, and he'll manage to do just that.
Sobrang tagal ng teamfight, buhay na ulit yung Queen of Pain. And ito na nga yung sinasabi natin kanina. They went for the Meepo pick kahit na last pick siya. Nakita na nila, Alasado, or yung buong draft mismo ng Brent Pro. Nakita natin kung gaano kasakit para sa isang Meepo. Pag napit of malice ka, enough rin talaga yung damage na pwedeng ibigay sa'yo ng Brent Pro. Kaya, kailangan niya rin siguro maging maingat. And for Cat naman, nakita ko kanina, alas magpatay niya ng Ember Spirit kasi wala naman siyang burst damage.
That's true. I mean, like, isa ka lang oral, di ba? Like, wala ka, there's not much to rely on, and yung only nuke mo, nag-hint pa siya if hindi mo siya na-cancel ng isa pang spell mo, if hindi mo siya naka-combo. So, very restrained din siya to actually take care of key targets doon. He still needs the assistance ng mga cores niya din, and mostly, yung use niya is nakikita natin to really just delay that fight, as we saw the false promise work really well on Hezelia then. They did give up their tier 1 tower, pero yun nga, they did, however, not completely lose the fight. May mga nababawi din naman sila, especially that kill on Meepo there.
And yung Meepo nga pala dito, meron na rin pala siyang Ethereal Blade. So, pwede sila mag-smoke dito or maghanap ng ganks. Pero uunahan sila ng Brent Pro. The Blink in, coming from Jaina.
So, okay, yun na yung weird para sa akin because okay lang yun na nag-break sila ng smoke. At least yung smoke ni Jaina para kay Chen. Pero yun nangyari is, nag-decide na mag-break din ng smoke yung the rest. Pumunta din sila in range.
Pwede naman na patayin niya na yung mag-isa eh. Wala siya, kung tutuusin yung damage siya binigay niya dun sa Chen para mapatay niya yung Chen. Sa kanya lang din naman nanggaling. Gumamit siya ng Scream, pero Jill dito sa taas, Earthbind. Aabot ba?
Oh, very nice. Has an extra Meepo to provide an Earthbind if in case ma-silence niya yung iba. So, some 200 IQ plays there coming from Silas. He gets a solo kill onto Jill. Meanwhile, Rupi na pumamatay dito sa mid-lane with the Firestorm from Hezelia and Prince. Trying to actually make something happen here, and we're seeing him pick up a Yule Scepter kasi yung mga bagay, di siya na-need talaga i-purge dito. Hero. Medyo aggressive position. Trying to start something off in this fight, I think. Okay, tries to do the side of this, not successfully do so. They cut out Hezelia. Nice silence onto the Queen of Pain and onto the Underlord of Twilight Pass. Medyo non-factor as he's getting zoned down into the left side of this fight. Hezelia will go down. Again, may 8 na shot, pero it's sort of turning out okay. And then, the Trend Protector Q, it just makes it hell for the Meepo to actually walk through. And now Prince as well getting slowed down by it. They don't have any creeps left though. Parang ayaw pa nila mag-commit dito. Or mag-commit dito sa Tier 2 middle lane ng Brent Pro. So, makikita natin parang kinukulang nga sa damage output yung position 1 Ember Spirit natin dito, no?
Tsaka hindi lang dun eh. Kailangan niya talaga mag-adjust ng item. Ayan, kagaya niyan. Gusto niya mag-Desolator. Kasi nga bitin sila sa right clicks na ibibigay. And for Brent Pro naman, kailangan siguro piliin din nila yung paggagamitan nila ng Sonic Wave dito nga lang sa Midland Island or Dust. Coming from Zill.
Dire's
Okay.
bottom tower
Akala ko
is
mag-commit
under
sila ng
attack.
overgrowth board, giving a very nice chance for to try and reclaim the fight. Pero eto, alam nila, may overgrowth pa. The root is there. Blinken, Screen of Fate. Gana trying to get a kill on the TMP again. And probably he might get to do it. The overgrowth is there. There's a nice rolling. The Sonic Wave gets committed onto the Meepo. Just finishing it. Still is on the back line. Just confidently hitting. The multi-shot does get committed. Meepo is getting closer. The Earthbind is out. The Earthbind. Oh no. Is he gonna start grouping here? No, he's hitting actually. Can't doing his damage. He's causing so much damage in this fight. It's just havoc. It's chaos everywhere. And Underlord does go down at the very end. It's Meepo goes down as well, but it's still a one fight for LPE.
Napakagandang magnetize coming from the Earth Spirit and yung bigayan talaga ng spells na binigay sa atin dito ng Eagles. On point, meron pa silang sustain. Ganyan, galing kanina sa Chen. Kung tutusin nga, wala pala din yung Chen, di ba? Lumaban sila ng walang Chen doon.
Ang gulo eh. There's so much coming out from the side of Eagles. Yung Sleight of Fist causing so much chaos. Yung mga Sleight of Fist pa, yung Remnant in and out, and yung Magnetize, very big factor in that fight. Yung
Radiant's
damage.
middle tower is under attack.
Grabe, sustain throughout the entire fight rin.
Tsaka maganda rin kasi yung kinuha dito na neutral item ng Ember Spirit eh. Nag-essence rin siya para hindi kasi masayang yung Silent Sword. Here's a replay, the Blinken coming from Jaina. Napatay niya agad dito yung Chen. Pero maliban dito, ayan, eto na yung medyo nahirapan sila. The Magnetize, coming from the Earth Spirit, sunod-sunod na. Kahit na merong gas, ay bigyan na nila yung mga skills na kinakailangan nila. Yung Direct Protector, wala rin, hindi naman siya makaka-right. Lahat sila, no? Nagpo-focus na lang sa Meepo. So, paano naman yung other heroes?
Sobrang lamang din kasi yung Meepo, and he's healing up with a trans as well. So, he's very hard to take down. And yun yung focus nila, even though he's still managing to stay alive sa paisa to. So, they commit halos everything na. The Rust, the Motive, pero hindi mo disregard nila yung Ember Spirit. Speaking of disregarding the Ember Spirit, it seems as though they've done that now as there's another silence that comes out of behind and does go down eventually.
Dire are scanning.
Kailangan niya makapag-BKB, hindi enough yung mag-use dito.
Actually, neutral item, when it gets stolen here, Jill actually gets pushed back. There's a nice kill creep there. Centaur Stomp. Beautiful combo from PMB Hero. And Princess there as well. Oh, as well as Rupido. Sai gets the kill on there.
Kinuha na ni Prince yung Philosopher's Stone. Sinulot niya na.
Yeah, so that's a very good item to have din on Chen, I think, with like, wala ka namang masyadong...
Ayan, nasa kanya na nga.
Yeah, wala kang masyadong need for base damage. You don't really need any other neutral item, I guess. So, the Launching Stone, very nice pick up, and now they're taking Roche. And I think BRE are aware, pero they're also aware na wala silang masyadong magagawa. The Underlord isn't here. The Queen of Pain is still trying to get inside the area, pero there's not much that they can do, and so the Aegis does drop down to the side of LPE here, and Bounty Rune's gonna get contested. Cat might trade her life for this, and actually she's not. She's just gonna run away. The creeps are chasing her down. They can't try to keep her out, because it's on cooldown, and Hero rolls in eventually. The Remnant is there for out of the 10 feet. Just amassing the damage, but oh! She gets shot down! Oh, Paul gets given an Earthbind is there, and that wastes so much time. But BRE do nothing with that time, it seems. As mahirap naman sila to make space or to take space on the other edges of the map.
And kaya ito si Queen of Pain, di ba? After niya mag-use another defensive item, kailangan niya talagang mag-BKB kasi hindi lang naman isang silence ang meron ng Eagles eh. Dahil nga yung Void Spirit, napakagandang itemization, he went for the Malevolence. Di ba? Madali lang siya makaka-pick up ng hero. And kapag nga napatay mo yung Queen of Pain, sobrang hirap na mag-team-fight para sa BRE Pro. Bitin talaga sila.
Yeah, but speaking of a kill and speaking of hard, this is a very hard kill here. There's yeah, he got taken down by Sai yet again, and another silence actually comes out. Wala pang use dito. Nagamit niya yung use niya, and she does eventually drop down. So Jaina gonna go down to the Spirit Brothers yet again.
Radiant's taking tower.
Under attack.
Magtitake lang sila ng tower, and habang ginagawa ni Sai dito sa baba, yung other heroes ng Eagles nandun sa mid lane nagtitake rin ng another objective. Talagang luminig na yung mapa dito ng BRE, no?
Oh, like there's not enough space for them to move around. Like, okay, one tower already taken down and Sai, even though he's not bot, he's already at top 2, he hasn't even, he's not afraid of that. This tier 3, even if my tier 2, but in the top lane, the ball promises come out. Cat forced again to ult himself, pero I don't think it seems like he's gonna survive this Azalea is there. Oh, Cat drop down eventually. So much damage from the side of LPE, and now they're gonna go back. We just one of the Azalea position 500 year back. It's no biggie. It's all fine. We're gonna take your tier 2 as well. We still have Egypt, by the way.
Medyo hirap ito para sa BRE Pro, pero the use coming from Prince.
Oh, the root is there from the Alpha, but there's no pit of malice available. Actually, he does get away. He has an Aghanim Scepter too, so Remnant gonna be out really, really fine.
Maganda nga rin yung naging pagpalit niya doon. Kasi diba nung una, nakita niya na nakukulang sila sa physical damage. Kaya dapat magdedeso siya.
Parang wala na silang magawa sa sariling jungle na. It's so difficult. Ang bilis kasi like, sobrang mobile ng heroes ng LPE. And as we're speaking about mobile heroes, bottom lane, Jill goes down and another. A lot of Earthbind there coming from Sai, canceling the 3 yet again. So absolutely nowhere.
So, wala pa siyang force up eh. Wala pa siyang positioning item.
Meanwhile, top lane, Zero with that roll in, might be a little bit too confident, but Prince is here to save the day, and now he's gonna slide a fist giving chains. He has that essence ring, keep himself tanky, but there's not much that he can do afterwards. Instead, they just disengage, and actually, Sai gets a nice kill under the tier 3 again. Nice kill on the Cat. China does go down as well. There's a buyback from her. She has found its way, but look at all these units. Look at the damage from the Meepo. The clones are doing the work, and that tier 3 is about to go down. The fortification has already been expended for the side of right Meepo. They're hitting their axe. 23 minutes in the Meepo and Chen. So many units. Prince, I think with an Aghanim Scepter also going to be very hard factor to take down with Spirits. Okay, the fourth attack on this Underworld, but will it save his life though? I don't think it matters. Jill doesn't do any damage at all, even though she's hitting people. The only thing she's doing damage is the creep, but I don't think she can even kill any of them. But the last for the top lane does go down. It looks like we transition onto the middle lane. There's no buyback from the Queen of Pain yet here. China holding on to that, and she might really need it. And she has yet to use that Sonic Wave. We get to see another good overgrowth coming from the side of Brent Epro then. So Brent Epro, oh, they're going in. Sai here. Very nice tap onto Pat. Oh, there's a nice overgrowth. Maybe actually keep on it. They're doing a manage a move shot. It doesn't do anything. Close to nothing actually as Meepo trying to do it. And so does Prince. There's no sound of the Gentry are all surviving. Actually are really a bit too forward here. The ground is still hitting. They're not killing anyone under the tower regeneration, or are they? False Thomas does come out. There's also a nice firestorm from the Underlord. The root to get him out. With the area. Side's gonna spawn. Oh, Meepo's over there. So what are they gonna do? Are they gonna get, oh, but no, he actually gets out. The main Meepo was far away. And so they don't get a kill. He respawns where the Meepo was. They're pretty far away from base. I don't think they expected that. Meanwhile, mid-lane Rock getting contested Prince. Does get the rules out. Will he get rooted down on his way down? He does. But of course, the essence will keep him alive. He's staying tanky. Reynolds back in. Sonic Wave is there, but he can run him back out. It's no problem. Doesn't need anybody. Got He's there taking out people. Victoria gonna go down as well. Hero not going down because he has got that rule scepter. Goes in. Oh no! He kills himself. He rolls in the back. From the side of Brent Epro. So that elusive win continues to remain very elusive for the side of Brent Epro as LPE take a 2-0 for today.
Radiant's
The
middle
Meepo
tower
pick
has
coming from side. Tsaka grabe yung mag-tension ng Eagle sa akin tutuusin. Kasi nung time na talaga yun, saka yung adjustment na ginawa na yung first pick. Na-ready na talaga siya mag-desolator. Pero he went for the Aghanim's pick, and eto na nga. Yung nanalo for this series, ayan, Eagles with a 2-0.
And welcome back here in the Nationals. My name is Vil, your host for the day, and I'll get an interview our team captain of LPE, which is Hero, ladies and gentlemen. And later on, I'll get an interview as well our casters, which is Rain and Seth. Hero, good afternoon. Hello, Hero. Kakagaling lang natin sa game natin kanina. That was really amazing. Pero I have a few questions for you na pwede natin pag-usapan. At saka siyempre para malaman din ng mga viewers natin yung kwento ng team nyo. First question is, going in here in the Nationals, do you guys expecting your team na maging dominating tulad ng ginagawa nyo ngayon?
Hindi po. Kasi po, kailan lang po kami nabuo eh. Halos 2 weeks before Nationals po yun po. Tapos wala kami practice. Parang pilit na lang po na binuo namin po para lang mapakita kami sa laos na player.
Yeah. Pero yun nga, sabi niyo 2 weeks na kayo nabuo. Pero how did you guys paano kayo nabuo talaga as a team? Ano yung mga steps na ginawa nyo para mabuo ang LPE?
Ano po, yung tatlo po kasi yun po yung bagay. Kakilala ko na po sila, nakakalaro ko na rin po. Dati kong campaign dalawa sa Cavite. Kaya parang sinuggest ko po sila na sumali sa amin kasi kailangan namin ng player. Fit naman po sa role nila. Yun po, nilaban na po namin yun.
Talagang pinusuan na lang talaga ng matindi.
Opo.
Alright, tulad na sinabi ko kanina, tulad din na sinabi ni Wolf kanina kasi tinanong ko rin siya kung paano kayo nabuo. Tulad din na sabi mo is nabuo kayo 2 weeks before the Nationals. Pero how are you guys coping sa ganitong klaseng pressure na 2 linggo lang kayo nabuo? I mean, 2 linggo lang kayo nabuo bago mag-start tong liga na to. And as you can see, second kayo sa leaderboards natin. Paano kayo nagko-cope sa ganung pressure?
Yung una po, sobrang pressure na rin po kami kasi po, expect po namin lahat ng kalaban namin dito, mga kilala, tapos mga talagang lumalabas na po sa mga pro scene. Yung parang isip na lang po namin na kada laro, laruin na lang namin kung paano kami maglaro. Tapos yun po, nagkakasundo naman po kami, kaya nananalo po.
Like, it's all about team synergy. Grabe talaga yung teamwork nyo as a team. And eto, we all know that there's a lot of people out there who wants to be like you guys. My question is, what are your tips to people na gustong maging katulad mo on how to be a great captain for for a team?
Ano lang po, siguro at magaling ka makisama sa mga kampi mo, at nakasundo kayo sa mga decision nyo. Yun lang naman po kailangan para magtabakas kayo. More practice.
So iba talaga yung teamwork na ginagawa. Iba rin talaga yung leadership na pinapakita mo for the team, yes? Alright. This is the time that you want to give shoutouts sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa Team LPE, friends and families, kahit sino man yung mga teammates mo, yung coach mo. Let's go.
Wala, shoutout po sa sa lahat ng sumusuporta sa playbook. Saka yun, kay coach po, saka kay Boss David. Lang po.
Alright. Thank you very much, Hiro, which is the team captain of LPE. Good luck sa mga susunod na games nyo, Hiro. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Once again, this is the Nationals Ace, and we've seen all of these amazing games right now. Once again, this is the thing na inaantay natin. We have Rain and Seth here. Pero yun nga, my question is, parang yung kay Hiro lang din. Coming here sa second half ng Nationals, mga kaibigan, what are your thoughts for this? Will Signal Ultra Warriors still dominate this, or the LPE boys will sweep this to the top? Let's start with Seth.
Sa akin, Vil, I think parang it's super close kasi. Sobrang close na laban. I mean, we saw early on yung LPE nga yung nag-take ng lead. It took siguro a bit for Signal to really catch up, and it took Signal it had to take Signal yung 1-1 nila with LPE to actually really push through to get that top spot sa leaderboards natin, no? Pero right now, I think it's fair game. Pero with the recent performances, mas convinced ako that Signal Ultra Warriors will actually still stay at the top. I mean, not to discredit the performance of LPE, they've been doing amazing. Pero I think Signal Ultra Warriors, yun nga, factoring yung sinabi ni Hiro kasi na kakabulang nila, it's been 2 weeks. The chemistry is naturally there, pero yun, siguro experience is something na I think Signal has an advantage over. Yun. Mas yung experience ng Signal as a team kaysa sa LPE. So I think Signal will try to will do their best to stay at the top of the leaderboard for now.
How about you, Ray?
Para naman sa akin, ang gusto ko lang makita, I would like to see them try. Yun talaga. Kasi nakikita natin na ginagawa talaga nila yung best nila para na makabalik dun sa top 1 ng ating The Nationals. Nakita natin yung pagpapalit nila ng playstyle, lalo na nga kay TMV. Ito, lagi ko ito hina-highlight. Kasi nga si TMV, lagi niyang dati kasama si Prince sa lane, pero ngayon mas magalaw na siya sa mapa. So, abangan mo rin natin. Kasi yung kung based on stat lang, na 2-0 ng Signal Ultra nga itong LPE. Pero dun sa susunod nila na pagtatapat, paano kung 1-1 naman? Or better siguro kung maka 2-0 naman yung LPE.
Yeah, I just want to ask this about this thing. We just tinanong ko rin sa mga una nating casters kanina. Alright, we all know last year na talaga sobrang lakas ng Smart Omega. Pero ngayon medyo nasa 5th place na sila ng leaderboards natin. What do you think happened to them this year, and what are the things that they need to do in order for them to get back up ulit sa top? Rain.
Yung sa kanila kasi talaga, bukod sa players, marami na rin talaga sila naging problems. So, sa draft, meron pa silang players na hindi masyado nakakapaglaro sa Dota scene. So, kailangan lang nila ng more series siguro para mas makuha nila yung tamang draft para sa kanila.
Seth?
I think to add, they're very talented players just because like parang kulang nga sila sa experience dito sa Dota scene. That doesn't discredit their ability or their talent as players. They're all very good, pero yun nga, it is a team game and these guys haven't been playing for a while together. No? Kasi this is it's not completely, but it is a different roster from the Smart Omega na we saw last season or last year. Mm-hmm. So we have to take that into consideration then. The way that they play is not the exact same way and doesn't work the exact same way that Smart Omega from last year also plays. So there are those factors na they're not the same guys, they don't use the same strategies, and the strategies that they use may not have the same effects din talaga. So parang it does take work to get up to that point, and work na parang they still haven't had so much time to put into it. We've seen fewer games from them as compared to, we've completely observed yung previous season. This season, we're just about to get into the closing end of the group stage, So, they still need to work on it, I think.
Okay. Who do you think is the most improved team so far, Seth?
Para sa akin, all of the teams have improved drastically ever since the first game that we saw them play. Pero I do think it's very notable to include LPE and Bren there. HFE, I guess, is also a notable mention. So that's like kind of almost half of the teams here. So I think LPE has improved in terms of it's they were formed 2 weeks before the nationals, but they're already like they were on top for quite a while. And then Bren naman, we've seen them just grow and really try to implement strategies. Pero they just haven't gotten their groove yet to get to that one win. Pero we've seen them really try to improve. We've seen them really try to or really grow as players. Then we're seeing a lot more discipline coming from them. And HFE, we're just seeing a lot more confidence from them overall, which is something I think that they did lack earlier on going into the league. But now it seems as though they have that confidence.
How about you, Rain?
Nag-agree naman talaga ako dun sa mga sinabi ni Seth na lahat naman talaga ng teams ngayon nag-improve na. Pero para sa akin kailangan natin i-highlight talaga yung team nila Nando, the SEO. Kasi kahit noon pa sa lahat ng mga nagiging team si Nando, it's always the Nando show. Oy, si Nando yun nandyan. Pero with this team, nakita natin na talagang nagsistep up si Bem. Nagsistep up si Cox and also their teammates, diba? Si Ron and si Drake. And ito yung time na nung mga last din nila na series, nakita natin na without the teammates of Nando, wala rin talagang Nando show. So, palaki rin talaga yung improvement na ginawa nila.
Alright, for my last question and for my last thing about this is let's talk about the Nando show na pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Okay, what do you think is the best thing to do sa SEO in order for them to get more points talaga, knowing na si Nando galing sa mga iba't ibang teams and ngayon nandito na siya sa SEO. Nakita natin yung performance ni Nando ngayon. It was really amazing. Ayun nga, what are the things that SEO needs for them to get more points? Great.
Control? Tingin ko, ayun yung best na term dun Kasi kahit na gaano kagaling yung team, kung wala kang discipline, diba? Lagi lang din talaga kayo mag-end sa 1-1. Kahit na panalo kayo ng early game, mid game. Kung hindi mo kasi makaklose yung field game, and kung meron ka mga decisions na doon na sa meta ngayon, isang pagkakamali mo lang talaga. Kayang-kaya i-capitalize ng kalaban mo. So, yun lang yung nakikita ko na medyo nagiging problema nila. Kasi draft-wise, their playstyle, okay.
How about you, Seth?
Yeah, I think to add though, like Rain's completely right with that. They do have to improve on that. Like even if just a little bit, as long as they also remain a little bit more consistent with how they do it. I think consistency is really one because we see them have a tough time staying consistent, not just throughout the series or throughout the league, but throughout the games. Like parang they're popping off 10 minutes, 20 minutes, they're losing, and then back 30 minutes they're trying to come back from a bad fight. Parang there's this level of consistency that they don't really have yet. Like they don't have parang a steady flow muna of how a game or even how a series should work for now. So I think if they have consistent performance, if they try to do that, then everything's just gonna work out for them.
And again, it's all about discipline and it's all about consistency. Yan ang dapat nilang, hindi lang SEO ang dapat gumawa, and everyone here in the Nationals needs to do that, ladies and gentlemen. And again, and just a recap of what happened a while ago, STIE Olympians Martin Omega is scored as 1-1 and LPE won against BRE Pro with a clean 2-0, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching and see you again next week, because next week is sobrang matindi. Once again, this is the second half of our tournament, mga kaibigan. Mag-uumpisa ulit na magharap-harap yung mga naglaban-laban na last time. Nakita na natin ngayon itong LPE, BRE Pro, SEA Olympians sa Smart Omega ngayong araw, and next week yun ulit ang gagawin nila. Malapit na tayo sa playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, and in just a few days we're gonna know on who's gonna be the champion here in the second season of the Nationals. Once again, to all the people who just tuned in, thank you very much sa mga nanood ngayon, sa mga nagbigay ng mga thoughts nila, sa mga nag-cheer sa mga team nila. Thank you very much. And again, see you again next week para sa mga sobrang matitinding laban dito sa Nationals. Thank you very much. My name is Vil, your host for today. And on behalf of our casters, a while ago we have Wolf, Juicy Brucey, Rain, and Seth. Thank you very much for casting all these amazing games. See you again next week for some more action here in the Nationals. Good night.